and then dropping a spare gun in there and sending it out to reinforce their midline defense. Yeah, the bubble shield is one of the equipment offerings that we have in Halo 3, and we kind of teased that last December in the Starry Night TV ad where, you know, Master Chief in full CG glory threw the shield down, and everybody was like, what the heck was that? You know, that we were sort of planting the seeds back then. The shield basically, you know, once you pick it up, you activate it by pressing the X button, and it creates a temporary impenetrable shield around the player. You can't shoot out, but they can't shoot in. And, you know, it's really great in the pinch or if you're trying to capture a territory, something like that. Once the shield's up, nobody can actually attack you, so, you know, obviously their next choice is to charge because you can actually walk through it. So a lot of times it's kind of fun to sit inside the shield with a shotgun and just wait because the range is about perfect, so the second they get inside the shield, it's usually a one shot and they're dead. But with Halo 3, your spare weapon is now exposed on your back, so you know, a smart opponent will recognize that and not come inside the shield. They'll wait for the shield to drop. Also, the bubble shield can be super useful in a lot of different scenarios, especially in territories. When you're trying to capture that territory, nothing better than you and two teammates held inside an impenetrable bubble. It's a great way to sort of capture a territory as well.
There's one new vehicle available in the beta, and that's the human ATV. We call it the Mongoose. I'm sure a lot of people know about this. It was kind of talked about quite a bit that it didn't make it into Halo 2. It's in Halo 3 now, and it's awesome. It's a nice counter to the Warthog, actually, because it's small, it's fast, it's zippy, it can get you around the map really quickly, and you can throw a guy on the back, so it's really good for flag returns or just getting somewhere else in the map really quickly.
Yeah, the assault rifle was really something that Jamie, our design lead, really has been working hard on. With Halo 2, it turned into a game about dual wielding, where everybody had an SMG, and your immediate sort of first thing you want to do when you start the game was grab another gun that you can dual wield, because I mean, an SMG is it's pretty much useless, right? So we used to call internally, sort of before it was really the assault rifle, it was called the ultimate spawning weapon, or USW, and we didn't really know what it was going to be or how it was going to look, but the goal was to make a weapon that you would spawn with that was fun, it was effective, it was fair, but not so powerful that it turned into a game about headshots like the Halo 1 pistol, but not so weak that it turned into a game about dual wielding and sort of the pray and spray mentality that a lot of people have talked about for Halo. So I think that's really how the assault rifle came to be, and then it just kind of made sense to make it modeled after the original classic gun. It just sort of all fell into place. Most of the Bungie team would view the Halo 1 pistol as a broken weapon because really it's overpowered, it's not balanced, and I've had as much fun as everybody else sniping people in blood gulch for hours on end, but I think it was a really one-dimensional aspect of the game, and it turned the game into nothing more than pistol headshots, and I think for that matter, a lot of us we don't love it as much as we know a lot of the fans do. The Needler is a classic weapon from Halo 1. Obviously, fans love it. It's one of my personal favorite weapons. I always wanted it to be so cool. It's a unique weapon of the Halo franchise, but as a lot of gamers know, it just never really got the job done. You know, it was really best for just humiliation factor to kill somebody with a bunch of pink needles. In Halo 3, the needle's been tuned to it does more damage now. It's actually a viable choice to go to. In order to offset the damage that it does, the design team has decided that you shouldn't be able to carry two of them anymore. So while you can't dual wield them, the one that you can single wield is pretty devastating if you're able to hit a few needles in succession.
So we're not totally ready yet to talk about achievements in terms of multiplayer, but we have some pretty good goals that we've set aside from the outset. I think that are going to make the achievements really fun in Halo 3. In terms of downloadable content for Halo 3, can't really talk about it yet. You can probably expect it, but we're not ready to talk about it just yet. There's definitely some surprises left. There's a lot of things in the multiplayer beta that you guys are going to have access to, but are limited. One of the things that we're really excited about is save films. You're going to be able to save your film and watch it back in the beta, but you won't have access to the kind of big money features that'll be in the final game, like being able to pause it, rewind, slow motion, break out into a flying camera and watch the entire scene from like a bird's eye view. You won't have access to that in the beta, but you will in the final game.
I mean, we've got more tricks up our sleeve, obviously a lot more maps, possibly some more game types. We definitely have more vehicles and maybe a couple more weapons as well, and then a lot of other stuff that people don't even expect that we're not talking about yet.
Hey, I'm Lars, multiplayer designer at Bungie, working on Halo 3. It comes out this fall for the Xbox 360, and Halo 3 is going to rock your ass. I don't know what else to say, but it's just going to be awesome. You guys are going to love it.